the refreshing, slightly challenging, tiny bit overwhelming sensation of staring out at an empty exhibit. It is like looking at a palette, intern. It is like a canvas, an empty canvas, just waiting for us to come in and wonder why the heck this fence is backwards. Look at this! Look at this! Somehow I installed this fence so that part of it's backwards, and that is just silly and ridiculous. Ugh. But we are going to be putting a what the heck, a coyote in here today. We worked yesterday very hard at adding cheetahs into a different part of our zoo, and I'm very, very much enjoying watching our 2 new cheetahs intern as they roam around their big exhibit, kind of see what's what. They haven't opened up their little present yet. I don't know if they will, but they're just kind of poking around. They're not really used to each other yet, so they haven't even started sniffing as though like they might consider breeding. But that's okay, because we've got a lot of work to do in this zone and some of the other zones, including adding a coyote in the American Desert section. Right now, in our American Desert section, let's pop down, we happen to have quite the cuties, quite the cutie patooties. I hear the snoring, the very happy snoring of our Gila monsters. Hi Gila monster, what's up? So we've got some very happy Gila monsters snoring, and then we recently added some gopher tortoises, and they seem to be doing pretty good. I kind of want to make sure, yeah, we've got the grass for them, the grass substrate. It looks like they ate all the apples I left out as snacks last time. There's another Gila monster. Oh, and Sandcat 14 is now pregnant. Wonderful. I knew that's what she really wanted. Here, we're going to move these rocks out of the way. The gopher tortoises are not the most elegant things in the world, so they need as much space as they can get. Are you headed to the rock pool? Are you going to go over there? Oh, she wants to go rest under the heat lamp, huh? Here, let's just move her over here to help out. There we go. We might put another desert heat lamp over here, too. They're just so slow moving. They kind of need all the help with desert lamps that they can get. Is that better? And it's very important to allow all of our reptiles to thermoregulate, and that means to be able to get what food or get the temperature that they need their body to be set at. I hope you know this, intern. If you are working here in the zoo, then of course you should know by now that the tortoises and all reptiles have to regulate their blood temperature. They can't just stay, their whole body temperature even. They don't just regulate it internally the way that we mammals do. So it's very important to provide these kinds of like little desert heat lamps and bits and pieces. She just cannot seem to get comfortable over here. Do you need some more help, little one? They're not really using the pool, so I think we might remove the pool and just make it easier for them to bask. Yeah, I think it's hard for her to find a good spot under here. Come here, sweetie. Is that better now that you have more space for your heat lamp? Oh, she moves slow as molasses. You move slow as molasses. You know that? She's a cutie. Alright, let's see. What can we have in the way of desert? Let's see. Hot desert. A little bit of desert grass. There she goes. Oh, look at her pull her little head in. You're the cutest thing in the world. She really did just need a little bit more space. So now that she has it, hopefully everybody will be nice and comfy. Let's see. Ooh, little yucca. Now that is a North American plant that I can add in without feeling guilty. Alright. There we go. A few little yucca there. A couple here. Maybe the Joshua trees can probably be swapped out, to be honest. We'll pull the Joshua trees out. Now that we can get yucca. There we go. Even though they're very pretty. But we will swap them out with yucca. And I wish we had some tall, nice... Oh, we might. Nice, tall, leafless desert tree. The littler Joshua trees. So the Joshua trees are American then. I wasn't sure. I don't regret removing them though, because I like these darker ones for what we're after. Alright. Oh, and Warthog 16 has just died of old age. That should be okay. But we are going to actually consider these kinds of bits and pieces. Look at this Joshua tree. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I do like the greener Joshua tree. Dang it, I shouldn't have removed them. Why'd you let me do that, intern? You know me. The other plants are even better. Oh, gracious. Alright, well, we're going to put these brighter ones in here. Because this is a zoo, and we have to remember that a big part of what we're doing is needing to remain visually appealing for our guests. Because even if the animals could care less what color leaves the tree happens to have, the guests care quite a bit. And that's very important for them, their impression. Until you educate them in what the animal needs, the guest's impression of if you're taking good care of those animals or not is largely based on what kind of appeal they think the area that you've created has. What kind of visual appeal. Alright, let's put this over here. And then cover it up with some grass. So that the wee little tortoise can have some food over there as well. And remove that. There we go. Who on earth is making that noise? Is that the tortoise? That's adorable. Where's the tiny gopher tortoise? The smallest one. Because here's the big lady. And here's a Gila monster. I'm standing in a little pile of insects. I hope it's not fire ants. Don't see the tiny little guy. Where is he? Where is he hiding? He's not in the water. Hello, itty bitty gopher tortoise. There's our snoring Gila monsters. Where on earth is he? He's like the smallest little rock, so he's a bit hard to find. But I know he's in here. At least I really hope so. I want to make sure he's okay. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have camel babies popping out of our ears soon. Aha! Gopher tortoise number 1. Where are you, little guy? Oh, he's working his way over! He's miserable and he needs privacy and rest, but he's focused. He's tired, but he's focused, and he is gonna go mate with gopher tortoise number 2. Is that one? Oh, little guy? Are you trying to make your way all the way over there? You're gonna die of exhaustion before you get there. She hasn't even noticed you. Here, let's see if we can have our poor little Romeo a little bit closer and see if that helps him out at all. Did that just disrupt your train of thought, buddy? He's like, I'm too tired for this. We might never get gopher tortoise babies at this rate, but that's fine. But yes, so finally, we're moving over into our coyote area. And I'm actually kind of conflicted about making it desert just a little bit because I'm so used to having coyotes be everywhere. Coyotes are pretty endemic all over North America. You can find them not only in the deserts, but you can find them in the mountains. You can find them in grasslands, in forests, in cities. Healthy coyote populations are abundant in cities as well. And I think we'll keep it desert just because, but we'll kind of change the area up a little bit. I think we want to make this area kind of interesting. So let's like do a ditch for the coyote. Let's make a little cliff. Like, I want to make it visually interesting for everybody involved. So now that we've managed that, now let's smooth the terrain out a little bit so he can walk around certain spots of it. I want him to have like a cool view of the area. Alright, let's flatten some bits. I wonder if that call we hear is a little male gopher tortoise going, "Wait for me, ladies!" It's gonna take him quite a while to be able to figure that out, so hopefully he'll be okay. And let's actually turn this little ditch into like a little water pool, I think. I can't wait! I can't wait to go back to the forest zone and see some of the beautiful, beautiful exhibits we worked on over there. Oh, it's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be absolutely wonderful. First things first, though. Alright, in turn, we're gonna see if we can fill this in a bit. Well, with shallow water. And to do that, I think the best bet would be to come over. And let's smooth this terrain a bit. And now let's come back in and see if we can dig a tiny little like ditch. There we go. That's kind of what I want down here. Like this. Good job, intern! So proud of you. So proud of you. See, it really is about aesthetics as well. I know I've been saying that a lot today, but I'm really trying to stress to you that if you cannot get people to pay attention to the animals, somehow, even if it's just looking at an exhibit and going, wow, then they aren't going to care. And they won't care, because coyotes especially are prosecuted in large numbers because they make many a meal out of all sorts of, like, especially pets even, and people get very defensive. They're like, nobody can eat my dog. But the coyotes are going to try to eat your dog. So a lot of people, they're like pretty much free range for hunting. And one of the really negative side effects that has happened as having the coyote as free range for hunting is that the red wolf population has been rejected for reintroduction into the wild. They're worried that the red wolf and the coyote would crossbreed, and the red wolf and the coyote look very similar as well. So a lot of people get away with killing the red wolves and then going, oh, it was an accident, when honestly it wasn't. Like, the farmers don't want these wolves in their territory, and a lot of the hunters in the North Carolina area, where I actually have lived in turn, are very upset because their prey is disappearing. The turkey that they like to hunt is less in numbers than usual. They have to work harder to find them because the red wolves eat the turkeys and some of the deer. And I thought that was just the most selfish thing, that these people who can go to the supermarket and buy some meat are complaining because their recreational hunting had an impact because an endangered native species was trying to be reintroduced to bring some balance back to the ecosystem. Short term, you get less animals. Long term, you get healthier animals, healthier populations, healthier mountains as a result. But because coyotes look so similar, if I could ever find the darn coyotes, to the red wolves, people have just like killed several red wolf populations and been like, whoops, I thought it was a coyote. So that's a little bit of background there. Oh, look at how cute he's gonna look just sitting up here. So let's figure out what are coyotes for this area. And it says location, just that part of North America. Scratch that, they're everywhere. They're a very, 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 very adaptable species. They can travel pretty much anywhere. They eat pretty much anything. Also, I think we need to kind of like maybe flatten this. Yeah, it's better. Yeah, it's better. I want a cliff for him, but I don't want him to be able just to like spring out of the exhibit like a flying rabbit or something. Alright, like a jackalope. It would be fun to have a little jackalope thing that we could sell to the kids. Let's see, there we go. I think we'll prop this up a bit, just like that. Hopefully that doesn't upset that area too much. We can just remove this. There we go. Remove that, and then we can put in like a wee little decoration of plants. Let's do cactus instead. Where's some cactus? I want some good cactus. Like, I feel like I'm always denied the big cactus. We have these cute little barrel cactus, but some of the most impressive North American desert things to me are the gigantic cactus. So we'll see if we can find some big old cactus to throw in here in a little bit. Let's get this one. There. Okay. There we go. Alright, now let's figure out what to put in for the coyote. So what can we do for you, good sir? You need, for shelter, ooh, a nice little den. Not a cubbing den, that's way too big. Raised sleeping platform's kind of big, that's way big. Small little rock cave. Large rock cave. I guess a large rock cave would be okay. Boreal burrow. Let's see. Let's do a small rock cave. I wish it was the right color though. Raised sleeping platform. Actually, maybe a raised sleeping platform would be best. I don't know. I kind of wanted a small area for them because coyotes are not big. They're small critters, so they don't need a huge area. Maybe we'll do a small little rock cave, like down here at the back, or Alright, intern, let's get that shovel back out. Remember what I said, it needs to look nice. Alright, come here. We'll flatten this out. There we go, that's better. And then we can take the small cave and put it like right there. And after that, we can decorate around the cave to kind of help it blend in better, because it definitely doesn't blend in right now. Not at all, not at all. Alright, what else do we need for our coyote? Some bones of fallen prey that it can nibble on. There's a little beef shank for it as well. They're very inquisitive creatures, I'm led to believe, from what I've studied about them. So we'll throw in some bits and bobs of like toys, maybe a squeaky toy, a good tire that they can try playing with. Look at the toys. Oh great. They just rolled right into the water. That's wonderful. Dang it, toys! Let's see, what else can we do for the coyote? What does it need to eat? Such a drab exhibit so far. We're gonna spruce it up, don't worry. Alright, it's got shelter. Yeah, they're kind of omnivorous. They'll eat what they can get. Carcass with meat. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll put like a nice carcass with meat up here. It can feel like it's surveying the area while it eats. And then we'll put down a log with insects, I think. We'll put a hollow log with insects kind of over here. So there's another food option. They really do, that's one of the reasons coyotes are so successful, is they will eat what comes to them and they will enjoy it. And they're we'll dig in trash cans. Like I said, they'll eat your dog out of the backyard if it's a small dog. They'll eat the cats. But, I mean, what's the difference between a cat and a raccoon? What's the difference between a cat and a rabbit to a coyote? And that's what I think a lot of people forget, is that, yes, it's tragic. I would be devastated if my pets, my beloved pets and animals, were eaten by a predator. But I'm not going to act like I never saw that coming if they're in an area where the predator is. And if I've chosen to live in an area where there's a predator like that, then I've chosen to take on that risk versus going, well, now I'm going to eliminate all of those predators, which is what, unfortunately, a good number of people do. And I understand and applaud and respect the passion that people have for pets. I think it's one of the things that gives us a great connection with the natural world. But, oh my goodness, do you have to watch that slippery, slippery slope? Because then the next thing you know, like, you're trying to take out all of these native creatures that are very much needed. This guy! This is who I was talking about! This big old cacti! Come here, my friend! This is not an extinct species. You can find these big old giant handsome puppies all over the place in the North American US. They're very, very old. They're very old. These things are like, to be this big is much older than I am, older than my grandma probably, and she saw World War II. She was actually at Pearl Harbor when it was bombed. Fun fact. Not very fun, but like a little random fact. She was a teenager, and she saw Pearl Harbor be bombed, and these cacti would be older than that. There we go. Alright, there we go. Now I'm happy. Now we've got some fun things mixed in here. A little bit of desert grass. We can get a little bit of like this kind of grass just for some ground cover. Because remember, a desert doesn't have a lot of plants, but that doesn't mean it doesn't have any plants. And often it'll just have tiny little scrubby things that cling to life along the edges. And those are actually what provide the basis for life to flourish in the desert itself. So there we go. Put some of those. No, I don't want these. I don't want these. I want more of my green fellas. Come here, handsome. Hopefully the kids won't try to poke ya. Alright, maybe some more barrel cactuses just here and there. Hopefully the coyote won't try to chew on it. There we go. And some of the little scrubby desert grass splooshed around. And I'm very happy with that. I like it. I think that this will make a good exhibit for our coyotes. So we'll add in a male and a female and we'll see what happens. Unfortunately, our sand cat just died of old age. I'll have to see if she had any kittens before she passed away. There we go. Alright, and then coyotes, coyotes, coyotes. Where did you go? Deer. Okay, slowly back up, coyote. There we go. Looks like one of the big old cougars. Ooh, cougar! They are often found in some parts of the desert, so we could add a species of cougar in here too, actually. Alright, and there we go. Now we'll put in a male and female coyote, and we'll see if they decide to flourish and be happy and have babies in our exhibit. And if not, that's fine. There's still a wonderful educational opportunity to teach people about some of the native animals. There we go. Ah, well, I am very happy, intern. Look at this. What a beautiful exhibit. Oh, do we have a zookeeper gate? I wonder if we have a zookeeper gate. So that these guys can actually be tended to. I need to find my Gila monster keepers. Alright, there we go. Oh, look at them digging! They're like, yeah, fresh meat! Oh, there's poop in here from the camels that got in here last time. Hi, guys! There you go. A couple, clean you up a little bit. And then back up. Oh, there's some poop over there, too. And then back up to watch you while you settle in. Hello! Hello! Trying to avoid those thorns. Worse than leeches in your underwear, those kinds of thorns in your underwear instead. Hi, guys. There we go. Okay, they're coming down to get a drink, I think. Or maybe play with the rattle ball. Oh, yep, marking their territory. That's fine. Well, I see how it is. Clean up after you. Warthog 19 has died of old age. That does happen. Let's see. Look at them. Very handsome, fast, spry little creatures. And how you doing? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Marking the territory. I see how it is. My gosh, they're just like marking territory left and right. Having to let everybody know whose new spot this is. Oh, very pretty. Come here, gorgeous. Let me get a good view of you and the trees and the sun. What do you think? Oh, yeah, I'm happy. This was a good addition. A good little addition back here. I'm glad we found the cacti because I freaking love these cacti. And we'll have to cross our fingers that our handsome little gopher tortoise male will be able to survive the trials of walking from one end to the other in pursuit of his females. And I think that's good for now, intern. The giraffe baby boom should be happening any minute now, as well as the camel baby boom. Everyone seems much more content and happy. We've solved a lot of tiny little big problems. Yes, tiny little big problems. Tiny problems that had the potential to grow into gigantic issues here in our zoo. So we've solved that too. And now we are ready. We're ready. So we are going to go and visit the other zone of our zoo, get on our tram, and travel over to our forest zone next week. So I will see you there, intern, and we will have to reacquaint ourselves with the forest zone and all of the creatures that are over there and all of the work that is to be done there. And we will be back here. Lions and all sorts of awesome things. Ostriches, lions, ostriches, and elephants, oh my, will be coming. And I'm so excited. All right, I'll see you next week, intern. Bye-bye.